Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
No topic is too absurd. No statement is too asinine. We are Nerdy Jersey's finest. That's right, folks. You click the button. You should know by this point that it is Nerdities coming at you. I am Mike. He is
Justin.
There is
Kyle.
Thus be
Vin.
and little old Hell. That's right. That's all of us. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Not as much news this week, but we got stuff to be speaking on. Let's get it out of the way first. We like to end on a low note and build up from there. There's been some losses this last 7 days. The big one for me, Donald Sutherland. 88 years on planet Earth. Most of them spent well, because the man was in a lot of good stuff.
Yes, he was.
Kentucky Fried Movie, JFK, Puppet Masters, Hollow Point, Beer Fest, Fallen, Invasion of the Body Snatchers, and Puppet Masters. He was in essentially the same movie twice, because Puppet Masters is based off of the book that Body Snatchers' idea was stolen from. Animal House, Hunger Games. He was in this really fun little Showtime movie called Hollow Point with Tia Carrere, John Lithgow, and Thomas Ian Griffith. Sorry, the bad guy from Karate Kid 3. If it's on any streamers, like, Vinny, you would like Hollow Point.
With Donald Sutherland?
Yeah.
Is he like 24?
No, that's not the same Sutherland. You're thinking of a different Sutherland.
I like it.
You would. You definitely would. But most importantly for me, he was the original Hawkeye Pierce in MASH.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the most important one for you? I would have thought that there's another one that you didn't even bother bringing up, you jerk.
Well, what else? What else was he in?
Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh,
He played Charlize Theron's dad in a pretty great movie.
I only saw that once. Yeah, he was in The Italian Job, and I gotta say, I'm not a huge fan of the Buffy movie. I don't think that story got good until it turned into a TV show.
Fucking love it.
MASH and Animal House are my two favorites from him.
Yeah. You have the right to love it. 88 years young, and he spawned quite a good actor who was on who was in The Lost Boys, who was on a TV show that took place over one day. A lot of other things.
About 8 times.
And that's what it is. Donald Sutherland, 88. Well, there was another, because I don't know if there was one that Justin brought up. You want to handle duties on that one?
One half of the Wild Samoan,
Sika?
Anoa'i. He passed away today. He is the father of Roman Reigns. Uncle to every Samoan in the fucking business, because they're all related.
One big happy family.
Mm-hmm.
You know how old he was?
I don't, actually.
It's a very rare occurrence that a wrestler reaches a ripe old age.
I mean, up there, for sure.
How old's Ric Flair? About 35?
Yeah, maybe in his 40s.
He's going to be pushing 70, though, really. Right?
He was 73 when he did his retirement match. Was that last year?
79, Sika.
79 for Sika. That was a nice long life. And Joe, was there another one?
Those were the two big ones. I did see if anybody remembers that band Crazy Town. They had that song Butterfly. The lead singer passed away.
Oh,
He's
that
young
dude.
too.
Yeah. 49.
Yeah.
Butterfly Sugar Baby?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Come my baby.
Yeah.
During that time, I could have told you his name, but now I don't think I could. Give me an hour and I couldn't.
My ex was obsessed with him.
I mean, we can't just say the guy from Crazy Town. We got to get the dude's name.
It's Swifty something.
Yeah. Swifty Shellshock.
Wow, his parents were cool.
That's just stage name.
Okay.
It's like Moon Goose McQueen.
Yeah.
Seth Brooks Binzer.
Okay, that's a great stage name too. But seriously, what was the guy's name?
That's his name. Seth Binzer.
Yeah, Seth.
Yeah.
All right.
He looked terrible.
Yeah. Probably lived a very fast and loose life.
I know. Yeah.
Especially because when you picture him in that video, he's young, dumb, and full of complicated emotions.
He was on that show, that Celebrity Rehab show.
Oh, shit.
VH1. Yeah, he was on that.
All right, so it shows how probably went out. Yeah, this is a great way to bring everybody down. We like to start off this way and then roll into the higher energy stuff.
We got fucking fan mail.
I'm not sure we should be so excited about getting one piece of fan mail. I don't know how well that speaks of us.
I reserve my statement until I hear what they said.
That's how we're closing the show.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Stay tuned.
Nerd and Douche Week. Can't wait
for
for
the
it.
end of the show to hear fan mail.
Oh, but does he have food news for us?
Of course I have fucking food news.
No, does this
Oh, you know what? No, it's not going to be Nerd and Douche. It's going to be It Sucks to Be You, and it's going to be all of us. It sucks to be all of us.
at least we have honest listeners. Okay.
There's honesty in there.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Heartfelt? Constructive criticism?
Do we know the person?
Like, you know, in that email is probably something that says, you know, it's weird for me to say this, but that guy Kyle should actually talk less.
Not what's said in it.
We're really hyping this thing. This letter better be like...
Yeah.
My contributions to the rest of this show are just guessing things that are in this email. I just want you guys to know that. I don't plan on contributing a single other thing.
It's still a gimmick.
It is what it is.
As far as personal stuff goes, AAA and myself have wished each other good luck in our future endeavors.
So the Lucha mask comes off then.
Yes. Lucha
At
Mask.
AAA.
Yeah.
You counted the lights for them one last time?
I mean, it really didn't have too much
He's
to say.
moving over to CMLL. Does it work?
El Campeón de CMLL.
He's going to sign a lucrative contract with AARP.
Yeah. Funny you mention AARP. So Friday was my equivalent of the plane ride from hell.
Raising eyebrow.
Yeah. So normally there's about 7 to 8 of us in the call center that are full service travel agents, and then there's a bunch of agents that are under our group. They sell like domestic travel. Full service, they do domestic and cruise lines and international travel. There are 2 of us on Friday.
Really testing your mettle, seeing what you got in you.
Both of us were new. I had my second member of the day called, and because she was out of her network, I couldn't access her trip plans. Also because she had gone, I would find out a few minutes later in the conversation that she had also booked her trip at a AAA store, to which I have no way to access. But I was an asshole because I couldn't do it. And then she hung up on me.
Specifically, she called you an asshole? That was the curse?
Yeah. Which, it's fine. I've been fucking called worse. And by family members as well.
Yeah. By people in this
Yeah.
conversation. Yeah.
Right. I mean, oh, Jesus.
I've actually called you that exact thing this week. Maybe not to your face, but
Yeah.
still.
Yeah. That's not the thing. It's the, we're recorded, so I can't be Justin about it, right? So I take that one on the chin. I go about the rest of the day. About 2 hours later, when I was supposed to be on lunch, I have this woman calls and she's like, I'm going to Aruba. And I was like, oh, wow, that sounds fantastic. Yep, I have my flights all picked out and my transportation. Oh, that's good, that's good. What can I help you with? And she's like,
I'm just calling to brag.
I need a hotel. Okay, great. When's your travel dates? Sunday. Sunday the what? No, this Sunday. You have a flight to Aruba in 2 days, and you don't have a hotel. Yep. Are you only going to visit someone, like, briefly? No, I'm there for like a week and a half. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do for you. I'm stuck between renting a rental property or going to a hotel. I was like, okay, no problem. Let's look into the rental properties. All right, I want to be close to the beach. I will do my best, but you're 2 days away, so let's see what we can do. Okay, a few minutes of silence from me because, I'm researching for her, and then I'm like, hey, the closest I can find you right now to the beach is 5 blocks. No, that's too far. All right, no problem. Let's look at hotels. Okay. Now, remember, I want to be close to the beach. Sure, no problem. Do you have any preference of brand of hotels? No, not at all. Oh, I just want to... It's got to be a 4-star. I won't do anything lower than a 4-star. All right. It's cool.
This is the point where, the shit becomes extra strength ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
This next statement.
Yes. So, as I'm looking for 4 or 5 stars, I name one, and I name a price. It's like $500 a night. And she's like, that's a bit too high. Okay. Well, what's your budget? Oh, I don't want to spend more than $250 a night.
Oh,
Come again?
that's good.
Yeah, I don't want to spend more than $250 a night. Oh, you don't? Okay, so you don't want to be beachfront then? Well, no, I have to be beachfront. Not for that fucking price, you don't.
Nope.
So then I'm like, okay, give me a minute. Let me see if I can try and make this work. I'm fucking all over this map of fucking Aruba. Nothing. Find a 4-star hotel that's a few blocks away from the beach. Nice pool, nice property. $225.
Shit.
So I tell her about it. She looks it up. And she's like, well, this isn't beachfront. I was like, right, but it's in your budget. And it's a 4-star property. Yeah, but it has a pool. Yeah. And? Well, if I wanted to just go in a pool, I'd stay home. Okay. Well, that's pretty much where we're at right now. And she goes, you know what? You have not been helpful at all. I want to speak to another travel advisor. So at this point, I'm well into my fucking day. And it's been a week. So I go, well, unfortunately for you, I'm the only other travel advisor that's scheduled today. So she's like, this is ridiculous. You're the worst. This is the worst service. I was like, uh-huh. She's like, I'm going to complain. I was like, yep, you're more than entitled to. I'll do whatever you got to do. Yeah, I'm going to get off the phone and I'm going to call ARP and complain right now. I'm going to like, you're going to call who? You heard me. I'm going to call AARP right now when I go. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Right. Go. Do your thing.
It's a damn shame you didn't know in advance you're going to get let go. Because what a feeling to be able to cut loose on that twat.
Dude.
Yeah.
I spent almost a fucking hour on the phone with her. Pushed my lunch back a fucking hour.
You can't skip lunch.
No, I can't. Like, legally, I can't.
Like leg day.
So, Yeah, it would have been a much different conversation because it would have been, that's too much. And be like, well, it sounds like you're fucking shit out of luck because you're the retard who waited to fucking 2 days before they're supposed to be somewhere after booking their fucking flight.
Books a flight out of the country. And
I would say this is my question, right? Are they one of those people who just were like, yeah, let's go to Aruba, and they just found a flight and booked it, and then we're just expecting the rest of the trip to work out? Or did they actually book their flight far in advance and just wait at a hotel? Because the first one, I would understand. It's equally shitty, but at least like if the whole trip was a last-minute plan, it would make more sense.
Right. Absolutely.
Right.
Then that conversation probably would have started off, I just booked a flight to Aruba. What's available this weekend? Well, like, going into that conversation, you're either not going to stay at a 4-star hotel, or if you're going to stay at a 4-star hotel, you know damn well that you're probably going to pay more money because you're 2 days away from fucking checking in.
Yeah, it's the unrealistic inflexibility of this asshole. It really chaps my ass.
Also, you could have taken the fucking rental property that was only 5 blocks away from the beach.
Yeah, 5 blocks is nothing.
It's not that bad.
How far was the hotel from the beach, the 225 one?
Further. Much further.
I don't know if you just heard what happened, but yeah, much further. Yeah, so yeah, she should have just taken the rental property then.
Yeah.
What a
bitch.
Last call of my fucking day on Friday. As my computer's been reminding me all day that it needs to reboot. Okay. And I'm like, in my head, I'm like, okay, it's the timer for the restart is 5 minutes before my shift ends. I will make sure I take myself off cue from calling at 5:20.
They have your computer automatically set to reboot?
Yeah.
I wish I could do that to people.
Yeah. So, you just click, you click reminder all day long. But 5 minutes before my shift, I was like, okay, no problem. 5:17, I get a fucking phone call. Okay. Lady on the other line. Hey, we are going to Scotland and England. This day to this day. Is like, okay, cool. She's like, I'm interested in knowing a little bit about some hotels. All right, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. Do my thing real quick. Find a couple hotels. She likes these. Great. Now, what about flights? Okay, are you ready to book your flight? No. We just want price ideas. And I was like, that's not how air travel works. Because if I tell you something now, in 2 hours from now, it could be like double the price of that. It's all about the demand of the flight. Yeah, I get that, but we just want like a ballpark. And I was like, yeah, really? Like, you should really listen to me here. Like, I'm telling you. Like, it could even be less if you just, you need to know exactly when so that you can book it right away. Really? Just kind of, okay, fine. Fucking, so I'm giving the price, whatever. Oh, it's like, time is ticking here. And I'm down to like a minute and a half left. So I'm Skype messaging a supervisor. I'm like, hey, my computer's about to fucking restart. I'm on the phone with someone. What am I doing? Just tell them that your computer might shut down and that you'll call them right back. And I was like, fuck, I really don't want to do that. So, with like 25 seconds to spare, we end this fucking phone call. And then my shit reboots. And then I was like, okay, I'm done for the day now. Because it took about 4.5 minutes to reboot. And then, because I had to do system updates, Joe.
That's why. I'm like, that's a really long time for a regular system reboot.
No. So I was like, this has been a fucking day. Peace out, everybody. I came downstairs, took a couple shots.
There you go.
Yeah.
You want to take them during work?
Yeah, and yesterday, log in, my mailbox is full. I was like, ugh. Talk to my supervisor. Some shit happens. Okay. No problem. Happy trails. And like, I think everybody else's reaction has been far worse than mine, which is really odd. I'm the one who lost the job. But to that I say, I've already been working like 4 other fucking jobs at once. So it's just the steady hourly income that was coming from them. Oh, the big kicker. The big thing that like really irked me last week was I come to find out on Thursday that I don't make I wasn't going to be making commissions for an entire fucking year. That little chestnut got dropped.
Year?
Uh-huh.
So you're just making an hourly rate for the first year?
Right. But doing the same job that I would be doing a year from then and lacking the commissions. Now, I already made about, by the end of last week, I'd made about close to $4,000 in sale.
Okay. I will give you the perspective of someone who has technically worked for a much shadier sales company than AAA. Okay, I worked for Cutco. Mm-hmm. Remember Cutco? They had the knives, the kitchenware and stuff. Okay, so even that company did not make you wait a year to get commissions on your sales. What they did was they had a tiered sales commission based on the total amount of your sales. If you hit X amount, you would get paid out on that amount, and then on the paycheck following that paycheck, your take-home percentage would increase every time you hit like a certain benchmark. I don't understand why a company who's been around as long as AAA couldn't have some kind of tiered system like that.
Yeah. So, in true Justin fashion, because I can't not cause trouble, even like if it's not intentional. I find this out at the beginning of last week, and I was like, well, that's kind of shit. And we go into a team meeting on Thursday morning, and they're like talking to all of our new hires, the couple of us who were full service, and the majority of them that were just the regional sales stuff. And they talk about some things about, like, if you use certain vendors, you get an extra, like, $20 here, $20 there for using them or whatever. Like, they're... I was like, hey, quick question. I'm not sure if anybody else here knows this or not, but, like, why do we not get paid commissions for an entire year? And, like, the supervisor running this meeting turned like 3 sheets of white. I was like, well, I don't, and I was like, cause like, not for nothing, but I'm gonna be doing the same job, right? And what's my incentives here to like make these sales if I'm not making commission? Because, like, I get paid either way, the hourly wage, whether I make the sale or not, right? And she's like, well, yeah. I'm like, uh-huh. But, like, where does that money go for the entire year? And then she's like, I don't have an answer for you. And then there was a higher-up manager who was on there, and she's like, well... And then she rattles off a bunch of, like, technical stuff, and I was like... It's okay to say you don't know either. Like, you can just say, I'm not sure why it's done that way. I go, because none of the technical jargon you just threw out made a lick of sense as to why we don't get paid commissions for a year.
You didn't give me an answer. You deflected.
Yeah. It's fine. Like, you can say, yeah, I don't know. I'll respect that. Don't try to fucking snowball me. I'm smarter than you people. Like, I said, because, I left the other place I was a travel agent at, but I was making commissions there. Like, it wasn't super consistent, but, like, the money was there. And they're like, yeah, it's just, we need to see how your sales run and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, but what do my sales have to do with my commission rate? Because the commission rate's a flat commission rate per vendor. My individual sales doesn't change that.
The only answer to this situation is We want to get a year's worth of money out of you.
That's exactly what it comes down
pay you
to.
as much as we should for a year. There's no way you can give an answer that's anything but that. And the fact that you're not saying that makes me distrust you.
Yeah.
So what they're saying is you're not putting covers on your TPS reports. Did you get the memo?
Yes. That's pretty much what that boils down to.
I bet you if you did a sales breakdown, because there's such a well-known company, I bet you if you did a breakdown in their sales, that because typically a new hire, just human psychology, a new hire is generally going to work harder than a person who's been there for a long time. It's the same idea as when a person has tenure in a company.
Right.
They're not as incentivized to work as hard. I mean, I know that there's a lot of pushback on that, but that is just like a human condition thing. That you are less motivated to work hard when you don't feel like your job is at risk.
Yeah.
I can completely agree with that.
Yeah.
So, I think the idea there would be they're trying to maximize the amount of money that they can draw from the people who they know are going to be working the hardest. And plus, I would assume it's a situation where probably for them, they want to make sure that someone's going to stick around for the long term and not just like make enough sales to meet whatever short-term goal they have in their life from a side business and then just bail on the company.
But to back it to the point where you're like, they want to maximize whatever, wouldn't that make them want to have the incentives of making the commission? Like, if we were told commissions when we signed up, right? When we went through all of our shit. I found out from just a random fucking conversation with another employee that we don't make the commissions for a year. And when I asked the supervisor, they're like, oh yeah, they didn't mention that? No, none of you fucking mentioned that. None of you mentioned for a year I have to bust my ass making sales for you and I'm getting nothing out of it. No one mentioned that. So
my response back to you is that idea of the commissions incentivizing a new hire only works whether or not the new hire is aware of the commissions. So, like, if they're not giving you commissions and they're also not telling you they're not giving you commissions, you're not more or less incentivized.
Well,
because they just didn't give you that information.
Yeah, but you're
you're still probably going to work just as hard until you find that out.
But that first round of paychecks that come after you made the sales for the month and you don't see anything, see, this is why the retention rate is so low there.
It's a very short-sighted plan. You're going to see people feel cheated within the first 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So why the hell would they? They're actively trying to get turnover.
And this is why they are short-staffed, because there's only so long someone wants to take the kind of bullshit we have to take.
It's funny that, like, the longer we have this conversation, the more I'm realizing the similarities to that shitty company I worked for. Because the entire idea of that company, right, which I'm sure is the idea of AAA, is when you first get hired, who are you going to try to sell to first?
Family.
Friends and family.
Sure.
Right. It was the same thing with Cutco. They wanted me to make appointments with every member of my friends and family.
See, that's the thing. I didn't have to provide clients. We worked the call center. That fucking phone is ringing all fucking day long.
Yeah.
Like, there is thousands of AAA members out there that are constantly calling with the stupidest fucking questions.
I never found out, when you were doing that Cutco thing, did you make a sale?
Yeah.
Any sales?
I know of at least one.
The follow-up question I'll ask before that, did you get to make the sale, or did they tell you to call your representative so they could make the sale?
So here's the thing. No. So I did, like, we basically were not encouraged to do sales over the phone. We had like a whole, Okay. We had like a whole system. It was like a whole staged routine that we actually practiced in person as a group. We would pair off and we would do the presentation to each other step by step, going through like every knife, the scissors, like corkscrew shit, like all kinds of stuff, right? And there was like a certain package that was like the goal to sell because it was like the most bang for your buck. If you could sell this and you could sell this multiple times, your commission rate was going to basically jump to like 25% within like a month or two. So, but what happened was no one wanted to pay that much. And the biggest problem with this was you had to put the money out for that set for yourself first. So that the commission rate initially wasn't that low, but because I started off putting like, I think it was like $240 or $250 out of my own pocket to start it, I asked my dad for that money and we got into like a huge argument about it. And I had to put that money out of my own pocket, and that was like a summer I didn't have a job. So that was like my start of my summer savings. And I had to put that money out of my own pocket. And over the course of like, I only worked for them for like a month.
Yeah.
Over the course of that month, I made back the amount of money that I put out for the package, plus, and I will never forget this, $17. So I made somewhere between, I made like between $265 and $270 or something like that total, what I had put out.
Well, it's okay. It's not like you were driving around and using gas or anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
I would.
Right. Yeah.
Now,
I was actually surprised at some of the people because the one that they were trying to sell, like get us the target sell, I actually did sell 3 of them. I was just surprised who I sold them to. Yeah.
Commission jobs suck. I was one of those people that
they can
shice people. Yeah.
They can. It depends on what it is. Like the travel industry, it's all fucking commission based, right? But people take fucking trips, dude. And there's a lot of people that don't like to do all the fucking footwork themselves. And that's cool. Whatever, man. But yeah, nobody worry about me. I got a million jobs. I am legit opening an OnlyFans, by the way.
I don't want to see this, and I don't know if I want to hear about it, but I'm in.
Now,
don't be.
You know what the OnlyFans is going to be?
Don't be a complete perv, Michael.
You know what the OnlyFans is going to be?
Let's see if you know what I'm going to do.
Him doing that weird tongue thing Mike hates.
No, it's not. It's not. It's actually. I don't. It's not sexual.
Is it food? Because food could be sexual.
Yeah.
You're going to be cooking on OnlyFans?
It's
the naked
sensual.
It's OnlyFans.
Sensuous.
Are you going to do ASMR cooking?
Not in this house.
In the egg.
She's going to do live action Food Wars.
I've been thinking about it.
You listen to me, cucumber.
But look, to borrow a phrase from Vinny, Papa doesn't stop. Okay. All right.
Every day, hustling.
Gotta hustle, baby. Gotta do it. Do my thing.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Listen,
$7?
Yeah. $7.
We really have no news this week, huh?
It's not a very news-heavy week for me.
It's not very heavy.
I have one casting rumor.
I have zero casting at all. There's like zero fucking casting.
I have that it's been floated, not even by reputable source. I just saw this and I was like, you know what? This sounds like an interesting enough idea. Bryan Cranston is rumored to be playing Professor X. That they're in conversations with Bryan Cranston to play Professor X, which is like, okay, whatever. And I think that was just somebody putting up a meme. I really do.
I don't like it.
I'm not against it, but it's not the best choice in the world.
No, definitely not
I
the
don't
best
fucking
choice.
like it at all.
Have you guys talked about Blade on here yet?
Yeah, we talked about Blade and its never-ending loss of directors last week.
Yeah. They lost another actor, but it was like they put up an image of Mia Goth, and they're like, "Oh, Blade loses another actor." I'm like, "Oh shit, she bounced." But no, she's still with the project. They just lost somebody like a supporting role that he had already.
Clickbait.
Yeah, it was such painful clickbait. It was like fucking Screen Rant or something. It's why I snooze them every time something comes up for them. Like they lost someone months ago when the strike was going on. Like when the strike finished, he had to go on to another project, and the timing didn't work out anymore. So it's not like, oh, they're hemorrhaging actors. No, just timing's fucked up. But yeah, no casting. I got zero casting other than that.
Yeah, nothing. I got nothing.
Trailers.
Got 2 of those.
Yeah, there's trailers.
Trailers. The red one looks fun. They've been talking about that for a while. Finally gets
awesome.
Chris Evans and The Rock work together. We know why J.K. Simmons was getting so yoked.
Yeah, they made this movie, what, like 6 years ago?
It seems like it. I remember seeing that picture of him. Pretty sure it came out before Endgame.
Justice League was out when with that
Yeah,
picture.
that's right.
Yeah.
He was getting fucking ripped. It
Yeah.
was like 2017. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. I'd like to see the slap off between Krampus and The Rock.
That does look fun.
I do like the idea, the one little bit of lore they seem to have added to the whole Santa concept, that people with the Santa magic or who work for Santa can just turn toys into real-life versions of them. They grab a Hot Wheels and turn it into the actual car. I want to see what they're going to do with that, because he grabs a Monopoly game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one other thing that I didn't notice was, so this could be a lot of fun. And Nosferatu, the Robert Eggers version of Nosferatu.
This looks pretty good.
Yeah, I love the fact we didn't see Count Orlok.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we just saw a shadow.
Wasn't there a show about this?
There's been many.
Yeah, there was a silent movie.
There was AMC did like a modernized take on it.
Yeah.
A few years back.
It was Quinto
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
Styler Spock.
Yeah.
I heard it was good.
I
Did
heard
you
it was
watch
good too. Yeah, I didn't watch it.
No, I guess Artie watched it and he was laying it out for me. He was apparently pretty fucked up. But, like, there is no one in the industry now making movies as weird as Robert Eggers. He's a very specific style.
Defoe as the Van Helsing type character,
Yeah.
because the whole Nosferatu thing, the original thing was they couldn't legally use Dracula when they made the original Nosferatu.
Now that it's all public domain, you can take elements from the book, elements from the original Nosferatu movie, and just work them all together into this frothing mess that's going to be a Robert Eggers vampire movie.
On Christmas.
Yeah. I totally forgot who's going to be Orlok, and this is going to put it over.
Oh, yeah.
Bill Skarsgård.
Excellent casting. Excellent.
Pennywise as Nosferatu. This is going to be disturbing in so many ways.
Oh, yeah.
Every film I've watched of Eggers has made my skin crawl in some way.
Yeah.
He's going to find a way to make Nosferatu cool again.
I mean, it looks fucking good. I'm happy.
Yeah, and it's a smart trailer. You don't really need to tell anything about the plot. Everyone knows it's essentially Dracula, but not Dracula. So you just make, like, a mood trailer where you repeat the same thing over and over and over again and fuck with people's heads. And then just show them in shadow. Yeah. It's going to work.
Reviews, I think, is where a bulk of our show is going to come from. I've got a lot.
Yeah. Did anybody watch Shoresy Season 2 yet?
No.
Not yet. I have to start that.
I blew through it. Only 6 episodes. But they're maintaining... Kiso and crew are maintaining fun stories. Like, I didn't think I'd give a rat's ass about Shoresy. I thought it would just be one long dick joke. But they figured out a way to make his plight interesting. Because we're now at the point in his life story where it's the wrestler, but for hockey. And with other people around him. It's not quite as depressing, but he is on his last legs.
Okay. Didn't he
can't
get suspended?
He gets suspended for the second. It's the wrestler meets Goon, because it's the second to last match of this tournament, and he gets suspended. And it's the reason he gets suspended is kind of surprising, because it's not anything that happens in a game.
Oh.
Yeah. He spends the entire season hurt. Like, the whole team is hurt.
Oh.
And they look ridiculous. Like, half of them have a stripe shaved down the middle of their head from the beginning of the first episode. And you're like, what the fuck is going on? They structured the whole season where you spend the first half not knowing what the fuck that's all about, and then they show you, they do a flashback of what happened at the end, right after the end of last season, to bring them to where they are now. Since I know most of you will probably eventually watch it, I'm not going to give anything away.
Yeah.
But it's consistent. And they make him, for a guy who is just a walking, skating dick and fart joke for like 8 seasons of Letterkenny, they've figured out a good character for him. He really is. There's nothing to him without hockey, and that's his problem.
I plan on blowing through that this weekend.
Yeah, it's a quick watch, 3 hours, totally worth it.
Yeah.
Okay, does anyone else have any reviews to do before I go into my 3-paragraph diatribe about Acolyte Episode 4?
Yeah, I got a fuck ton.
I have 2.
Go ahead, Joe.
One is I'm very late to the party. I finally started The Boys. Dude, fucking amazing.
Caught up.
Where are you at?
I'm on episode 3.
Such sights.
I do have a question for you guys, though. I
Yeah.
need to pose it. When should I start Gen V? Like, I want to do it in order.
After season 3?
Yeah, after season 3.
Okay. Because I'm hooked. I want to know what happened at fucking Huey with the Invisible Man,
Joe,
Translucent.
Joe, you don't know what's coming, bro.
That was fucking. I knew. I was just waiting for it that whole time, but I can't wait to watch more.
The tip of the iceberg of every episode from this point on, something fucked up is going to happen. And you're going to be like, there's no way they can do something that makes me feel dirtier than this. And, like, at least once a season, something makes you go, ew, 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 ew. Fucking ew. But I can't wait for the next episode.
I would say just the number of things they do with the deep in those first couple seasons.
Things,
Bro,
with the
Like,
deep.
forget every other character in the show for a second. Just what they do with that one character creeps me out. Like, I don't even know how many times.
For such a shallow himbo, they figured out ways to make him one of the most interesting characters on the show.
yeah. His shit in season 4 is fantastic.
Okay.
His
He's
relationship
hilarious.
status.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know who's playing that character?
No.
Tilda Swinton.
Fuck off.
I know who you're talking about too. I've
You
seen
had that
the
part?
pictures. I've
Yeah.
seen the pictures on the socials.
Now, when the next episode comes up that character shows up in, you'll hear it. I was like, who is this voice?
Because
I know
the
this
voice sounded familiar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second, Mike, did you finish Doctor Who?
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was an emotional episode, but they did the Who thing that I don't always love, where they set up an impossible situation and get out of it in an interesting enough way, but not a way that was like, oh wow, that was really creative. It was like, oh okay, yeah. They set up all the tools to use earlier in the season, and then kind of MacGuffin their way out of it.
I know she's going to be back in season 2.
Yeah, I heard she's not going to be a consistent companion,
Right?
now. But like, they also set up a situation where I can give this away. At the beginning of the episode, the entire universe is dead, with the exception of very few people. The entire universe is dead, and you're like, okay, there's no way this is going to last. So like, this is false tension.
The reason why the universe was dead was fucking heartbreaking.
Yeah, it plays off of the emotion elements are good. The sci-fi elements and fantasy parts, I wasn't that big on. But I enjoy his energy.
Oh yeah.
That dude, like, he's literally the most emotional Doctor since Tennant. Wait, I don't know if I can say that, because Capaldi he fits
Capaldi
the Doctor.
was really good.
He fits the Doctor mold incredibly.
Mm-hmm.
And his specific type of emotion, like, he cries every episode, and it's not like ugly crying. Like, the situation just gets so deep, he rolls 2 or 3.
Oh, his breakdown, his scream in the memory TARDIS was,
He has a deep moment, a deep emotional moment every episode. I was happy with it. I want to see where it's going forward, and I like the budget they've got now that they've been Disney Plused. Not the greatest ending this season, though.
But it's still left on a cliffhanger with one certain character who I have a theory about. Because,
creepy old lady?
Yeah, I think she's... It doesn't give anything, it's just a theory.
Yeah.
I think she's Romana.
I don't remember that. Is that an old school character?
Fourth Doctor, because they've been doing a lot of callbacks.
Yeah, it has been a lot of retro.
She was a companion / Time Lord that left with the Doctor to go save another planet, and nobody ever knew if she died.
If she was a Time Lord, he'd censor. She's been around. They've been around each other.
He's never had a full interaction with her.
No, but it's the Time Lord thing, right? If there's one of them around each other, they're like immortals. They can kind of sniff each other out. So maybe they could. That's the thing. They're really good at writing away. Whoa, this breaks the rules. Oh, but I had a hoobajoob in my flunkerdoodle, so that completely negates the rules. Oh, you're right. I forgot the hoobajoob in the flunkerdoodle. Shit on me.
We'll find out on Christmas, because the Christmas title of the Christmas episode has been announced, called Joy to the World.
It's very Christmassy.
Yep.
All right. Mike and I partook of a new Super Pretzel snack the other day. Super Pretzel Bavarian soft pretzel sticks.
I mean, I wasn't sure if this was review worthy, but I guess we really are running on fumes.
No. Because I want to say this: for a frozen pretzel, it was fucking incredible.
I have always felt that the Super Pretzel is one of the best things you could heat up at home.
Okay, but
right?
This was a better version of that.
Yeah. I'm not dunking on it. It was good because it's slightly bigger.
Yeah.
So you got a lot more puffiness inside. One of my favorite things about the classic Super Pretzel is the tips, where they get the crusty tips. Mm-hmm. Every time you toast them, the crusty tips are perfect. Mm-hmm. The right amount of crunch. I love a crusty tip. Right before I showered today, I had a crusty tip.
Where did you get said pretzels? Because I want a box.
ShopRite.
Okay, I'm there.
Box of 10. And I do like the thing you pointed out. They don't, you know how the normal Super Pretzel box, it's one bag and they're all in there and you gotta twisty or clip the thing back together. 2 packs of 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's nice. You didn't have to bust open the other one, so they potentially get extra frosty. It's a good deal.
And my pseudo nerd of the week just salted them just right. It's so hard to get the salt on there where it's not way too much on and you're scraping it off yourself. There was one every half inch, 1 or 2 every half inch, just the right amount of salt for me.
That's how I roll.
What were your dips? Did you dip?
I didn't dip.
I just had had some yellow mustard. It was fine.
Okay, you didn't make a beer cheese?
It was late at night, Joe. It was 10 o'clock. We were cutting the fucking Disney podcast. There was no time.
Okay.
I'm thinking I'm going to invest in a box for us for the 13th while we're doing all of our stuff, and probably throw together a cheese sauce because it would just...
Parmesan. Something with Parmesan in it.
But anyways, The Boys continues to amaze on season 4. Fantastic. I'm not going to spoil anything, especially because Joe is now getting through it. James and I finished X-Men 97 together. He was like, how long we got to wait for season 2? And I was like, that's a good fucking question, isn't it?
Just ended it, so don't hold your breath.
He's like, he loved it, loved the ending. He's like, who's that guy? And I was like, that's Apocalypse. He's like, I've heard that name before. And I was like, yes, you have.
Apocalypse.
Because I am a man of my word.
There they go.
Me too. I did it first. I did it faster than you, motherfucker.
Listen, asshole. Did I? Why are you getting all over me? Why are you getting all over me? I was saying, because I am a man of my word. I was just saying that I watched the movie.
Back me up.
I watched the movie that you asked me to fucking watch because you
no
watched
idea what's going
Godzilla -1.
Yeah.
Right. And you liked that movie, and it was a good movie. I gave you a good movie. I'm never.
Oh, I see where he's going here.
I'm never doing this with you again.
Why?
What the fuck did you make me watch?
I said it's a crazy movie. I've never said it was a good movie. I said this is a crazy movie.
You said it will turn his opinion on Matt Dillon around.
Yes, you said that.
No,
it didn't.
I said, and I'll quote. You can look back at the tapes. There's recorded documents.
It's written.
I said he has the best storyline. It'll make you look past him.
What movie?
It's called Pawn Shop Diaries. Or Pawn Shop Chronicles.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's an anthology film. An overlapping anthology film. I'm sad that this was the last thing Paul Walker did.
Ah.
Dude, it was but crazy movie, yes or no?
Crazy is a word for it, yes. Like, Paul Walker plays a neo-Nazi who doesn't quite understand why he hates the people that they're supposed to hate. It's a funny bit in the car with him and the other dude.
Yeah.
And then there's drugs, and there's an Elvis impersonator, and there's Vincent D'Onofrio owns a pawn shop, and there's a wedding ring.
This is a stacked cast.
No, yeah.
Paul Walker, Norman Reedus, Elijah Wood, Brendan Fraser, Matt Dillon, Kevin Rankin's one of those faces that you never really see him. D'Onofrio, Chai McBride, DJ Qualls, Lucas Haas.
Oh, DJ Qualls gets killed in the first 2 minutes of the fucking movie.
Spoilers. Didn't care. Not gonna watch it.
Dude.
completely out of fucking nowhere.
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane's in it?
Thomas Jane's in it. He's the man.
This,
Elijah Wood.
I've had dreams that when I had 102-degree fever that felt similar to watching this movie.
So uncomfortable.
Yeah, but not in the fun ways. I almost turned it off because I felt like I possibly got a contact high from watching the movie. From the meth. It's like everything you love about Breaking Bad taken away.
Except for the meth?
Except for the meth.
Well, when they go from the extreme of Matt Dillon's storyline to Brendan Fraser's, it kind of brings you back a little bit to
Kinda. You know what it felt like? It felt like Southland Tales.
Never seen it.
Okay, Mike,
weird movie.
It's a weird movie. It's very similar. I'm halfway through it, and I'm like, yeah, this is okay. I can understand why Vinny would enjoy this movie because he's weird like that.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Is it manic hectic the entire time, or does it keep shifting gears?
No. Well, okay. So it kinda, but also not really.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
No, it didn't.
So I guess it shifts gears, but there's also a third leg that never lets off the gas.
So it's grinding the clutch? I don't get this metaphor. It's my own metaphor.
I'm trying, but I can't. It's nonstop, and when it tries to tone down, it's barely. Right, Vin? That's fair? That's a fair assessment?
Yeah.
There's no slow part to the movie.
IMDb's meta tags for this movie are female full frontal nudity, small town, stabbed in the chest, body lands on a car, character repeats someone else's dialogue are the top 5 meta tags for this movie.
It's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm mildly interested because it was written by the same guy who wrote Running Scared.
Yeah.
Running Scared is my favorite Paul Walker movie. And it's not saying much. I'm not a big Paul Walker fan.
I know.
But Running Scared was a really good fucking movie.
Well, like, if my memory serves me correctly, it opens with Paul Walker storyline, and then it goes to Matt Dillon's, and then it goes to Fraser's.
It opens, yeah, but it's like tangentially Paul Walker's storyline because it starts with DJ Qualls, who then gets like murked in the first like 3 minutes of the fucking thing.
Written and directed by the same guy who did Running Scared. So yeah, I should be interested in this because I really did enjoy that movie.
I'm not saying it's bad.
It's just not good for you.
It's like Joker. Like, you're not going to watch it over and over and over and over again.
No.
Like, you're going to watch it and be like, dude.
It's an experience.
I was about to say
Ashley
that word.
Simpson is in this movie?
Yeah, I will say it is an experience. Like, I'm not angry I watched it, but like, if we're talking fair trades, movie for movie, Vinny won. Like, he got a better movie.
You apples and orange, the whole thing.
It's so fucking different.
Oh, I got a better movie to watch?
Yeah, you got a way better movie to watch.
Well, mine was more interesting.
Was it though? Because Godzilla Mighty Zero is a great human piece.
So is mine.
It's things.
Well, there's the background undertones of them making deals with the devils and not.
If you found that, okay.
Well, the guy that asked Matt Dillon about like the Lord or whatever is like, "Do you want to talk about this?" And he crumpled a piece of paper up and threw it over his shoulder.
Yeah.
That same guy asked Brendan Fraser at the end, "Is Brendan Fraser failed?" And the guy, I forget what he said exactly, but it was semblance of selling your soul. Because if you notice at the end also, Elijah Wood is walking when he should not be. So there's the undertones of who sells their soul.
Yeah.
Because Matt Dillon did not.
I guess.
So there's a thematic presence to it?
A little bit.
If maybe, I don't know. But, yeah, so Pawn Shop Diaries. Give it a watch.
Well, you know who plays the devil, I think? If I'm correct with this, the same guy who kind of does in Heath Ledger's last film, Parnassus.
That was Tom Waits.
Yeah.
Yeah, same guy.
Is Tom Waits in this thing?
Tom Waits is in this movie?
I don't think Tom Waits is in this.
I think he's in a small role. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it just looks like him.
No, it's a guy named Sam Hennings.
Okay.
He does kind of look like Tom Waits.
All right. Jumping from there, I have 2 more reviews. Watch the first episode of this season of House of Dragon.
Oh, snap. What do you think?
Did you watch?
Yep, I'm all caught up.
Okay. Well, yeah, we didn't get through the second episode yet. I think that I still fucking hate every character on this show.
Sam.
But The Acolyte has made me appreciate this show as a show.
Same.
Yeah. Like, before The Acolyte, we talked about, like, I don't know if I'm going to go back. But then, like, watching The Acolyte and then going back to this, I'm like, wow.
So because you have a new low water mark, this thing has risen?
Yeah. Like, so far they've done a better job. I guess it took them an entire season to establish these fucking characters. For you to then, once season 2 starts, where everybody's head is at. They didn't do much of a change, which was nice. It's just like, okay, everything's still the same. Everybody still sucks. But maybe this person sucks a little bit more, and then like, oh yeah, that motherfucker.
Dude, Kristen Cole is
he's the worst fucking character.
Peak to valley, and like he keeps dropping.
Yeah, he's
such a cunt.
I hate him. I think the most.
Guy's a good actor. I just saw on Barstool Sports apparently he had to turn his comments off on his Instagram. Like, he's getting annihilated by lunatics.
Because he's a fucking douche.
Yeah, well, he's like Shooter McGavin. Like, he's a really good actor.
Yeah.
Because how much I hate him more than the guy that's banging his niece.
Yeah. But yeah, again, I appreciate it way more now because of the Acolyte.
Yeah.
Last week for date night, so we had a mystery film was the choice, and we went with A Simple Favor. The Anna Kendrick, Blake Lively movie
Mystery?
that came out. Yes, it is.
Because they definitely portray it as a mystery in the trailers.
No, it is definitely a mystery. Shit happens.
Should hope.
Good fucking movie, man. Fucking very twisty. Great cast. And shit happens where like it doesn't get like comedy-esque. Like it's like a satire. There's just some funny shit that happens.
It looked like it could be a dark comedy.
It is. It is very, very. But fucking, it's really good. Like, watch it if you need something. Like, I do recommend it. This week is horror for tomorrow's date night, and we already picked out the movie. Go us! We're watching X tomorrow.
Ooh, X.
Oh.
Yeah.
If I didn't have every element of it ruined for me, I'd still want to see it.
Did you?
Pretty much. Like, I had the big swerves ruined for me. Like, I don't care about individual kills, but I know what the basic plot is.
Yeah.
I even had, Pearl ruined for me, too.
All right. I don't want to know nothing going into this tomorrow because it's been one we've wanted to watch for a while.
Yeah.
And we keep forgetting about it, and then when we were searching, we're like, oh, fucking yeah, that one.
Is it time?
Do we have to?
You could sit back and not say a word. I literally have many typed in.
Proceed.
I have finally figured out what is annoying me the most about Star Wars The Acolyte. I like the story they're trying to tell. This would be a great story, but they're going about it all wrong. The pace, dialogue, performances are all betraying a potentially strong concept. They aren't setting moments up well or letting them land properly. The score is almost non-existent. It's not offensive, but no one has a theme. An important element of Star Wars stories, like you know when the Mandalorian walks into a room. You know when Vader walks into a room, or the Emperor, or Luke, or Leia. Even Han and Leia, a fucking romantic relationship, has a theme. None of that here.
Yeah, the music does suck.
It's
Most of it
motionless.
sucks.
Are we all caught up? We're all caught up. Everyone that wants to watch caught up on it. That fucking reveal with the Wookiee was so poorly done. Like, he's just sitting there. He's dead. They got rid of potentially the coolest fucking character in the whole show. Didn't do anything with the time they had, and killed him off screen. And didn't even use that moment in an interesting way. Like, it could have looked like he was still alive, or she could have been there as the death occurred. None of the characters are interesting enough for me to remember their names. I don't remember the name of a fucking Wookiee Jedi.
Yeah.
I think it's Cal Naka.
It is Cal Naka.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. I wrote that down after watching the episode, but it didn't really stick, and I wasn't sure if it was right.
It is Cal Naka.
When the characters you've been following for 4 episodes don't stand out any more than the ones that are just walking with them, there's a problem. No one's visually distinct in it. No one's got a silhouette.
See, that's it, though. They are visually distinct. They're just fucking forgettable.
Well, that's part of it, too. Like, you should their outfits as Jedi, as in the prequels, the Jedi all have distinct looks to them.
Right.
There's too many fucking human Jedi walking in this party, and the ones that aren't human look too much like they didn't do anything fun with the designs. The coolest moments I had in the entire episode was being like, oh shit, is that Ki-Adi-Mundi? Oh shit, is that Plo Koon? And they never fucking pay it off. It's just maybe that's that character that I enjoy.
No, it is. They confirmed it. Yeah, when the end credits, they confirmed it.
Okay. So I didn't get that far. Actually, the end credits were on, but I was just sitting there like...
Why did I watch this?
I legit, when that episode was over, put on the first episode of Ahsoka just to feel something.
I'm ready to start a new hope. Like, I think episode 4 was it for me.
So, my buddy that I work with actually messaged me about the new episode tonight, because we're all at work on the page of hate watching this show. That we're watching it just to hate watch it now. He says, and I quote, "Trying not to be overly critical of this week's episode. It's hard. First impression is, I like it, but it's very predictable. We have bashed the first 4 episodes, and I said, straight up, if this episode does not begin with some kind of epic lightsaber battle, then...
The way they ended, it's got to.
Well, the last one ended with Sith float.
Well,
Sith float?
he can use the Force, he can float in, but like, I read online the day before, like, that was the greatest entrance in Star Wars.
No.
It was Peter Pan.
It was... No.
It wasn't a great entrance. It was like it was a moment, and it was... Yeah. Okay, anyway. There's one thing I also noticed that's a fucking sin as far as Star Wars goes. 4 episodes into a Star Wars show, and there wasn't one space battle.
No, it wasn't.
It doesn't have to be every episode, but space battles are a huge part of Star Wars. Figure it out. Find a fucking way for one to happen, and you will engage people. So far, it has been the birdemic of Star Wars movies. Driving and parking. That's all it is. It is so much Lord of the Rings Star Wars. Walking to one place, getting in the ship, getting out, walking to the next place. Yeah. They literally spent episode 4 just fucking walking.
Yep, the whole episode.
And motivations, I don't get half of the motivations here. Fucking, what's her name? May, evil twin, is trekking. I gotta kill the Wookiee. I gotta kill the Wookiee for the Master. I gotta kill the Wookiee for the Master. Dude breaks away for 5 seconds. Fucking, what's his face from The Good Place? The Good Place. Just breaks away. And she stops and goes, change my mind.
I'm going to turn myself in, yeah.
Yeah. Captures him, and she's like, you know what, I changed my mind because I love my sister. Even though I tried to kill her, I love my sister.
Dude,
so,
what the fuck was that?
I understand if she's supposed to be the yin to her sister's yang. But the way they executed it, if they had her get so pissed talking to her sister that she fucking force freaked out and broke all of the fucking lanterns in that little lesbian monastery, and that caused the fire, epic Star Wars moment.
No, she set a piece of paper on fire, and she proceeded to set rock on fire.
Yeah, she just grabbed the thing, dropped it, and was like, I hate you. Meh. And in 5 minutes, the entire place goes up, and all of these force wielders are instantly dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like, I think I brought it up last week. Why the fuck would the guy Saul be like, your sister set a fire and everyone's dead? Why wouldn't she go, my sister killed everyone? Oh, holy shit. And the rest of the Jedi would be like, oh, damn, that's intense. Like, the way the story should unfold. Like, she should have to give up her emotions to this group of people to get ingratiated with them. Like, the fucking decisions they're making don't make sense.
Well, also, the guy that drank the poison,
Why? Maybe they'll reveal that he did something fucked up, but there's nothing these Jedi did so far that make me think they're guilty of anything.
They're guilty of something.
Yeah, but like they're just alluding to this shit. But so far, it's just like, no, we went there to talk to the kids. One of the kids wanted to come to the
being fucking stupid.
They're lame.
Everyone in this show is dumb. Like, where's the wisdom of the Jedi? You're going to meditate for 10 years floating in your room with a force field around you? Wake up, drink, what did he even say? Did he say, excuse me, and drink poison? Like, what?
I don't remember the exact words, but it was the equivalent of, my bad.
And who's the Asian one? What's his name?
Saul Rosenberg.
Dummy? Like, he's the worst Jedi I've ever met in my entire life. I've never met him. The worst Jedi I've ever seen in my entire life. Yeah. Where does he get any clout or, like, to be in charge of anything?
Like, I don't hate it. I know my intensity right now might belie that. I don't hate it, but I'm becoming inured to it while I watch.
It's fucking terrible.
It's not good.
I might wait till the season finale just catch the recap, see how it ends.
Might not be the worst.
What's his name turns out to be the master, and if it's that predictable, where
Plagueis?
No, I don't think it's going to be Plagueis.
It's not going to be Plagueis.
The Alchemist. If he turns out to be the
that dude.
Yeah, if it's that, then that's. I want to swerve. I don't want it to be.
That is kind of a obvious swerve, and it's like, all right, like he was in plain sight the whole time. If you execute it well, but nothing's been executed well so far, so I don't think they'd land it. Like, I understand finally what parents say to kids. I'm not angry with you. I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't anger me. It's like, it's pretty. It's nice to look at.
It's not nice to look at.
It's nice enough to look at.
It looks like shit.
No, it's nice. It's very expensive and very pretty looking, but it's hollow.
But it's not expensive, Mike. Those sets make these worlds feel so fucking tiny, dude. Yeah, that's always been my problem with fucking Star Wars, right? They go to these planets, but these planets are only these fucking towns and these cities. Like, you mean to tell me on Coruscant there's one fucking city?
Well, it is all one city. It's literally all one city.
That's that small of a fucking planet? It's just that one city?
No, like, literally, Coruscant is one giant city. So, like, anywhere you go...
Continent-wise, it's all the same thing.
It's one giant city.
Nah, man. Like, it's fucking... All the other
sci-fi of Coruscant. It's the center of the galaxy is just one big city.
And... yeah, I don't know, man. I can't. It's fucking lazy. It's lazy. Those sets are terrible. They're fucking cheap looking.
No, they're not using the volume.
No, they're not.
On the show.
Which is not helping the fucking situation.
Also, I mean, going back to episodes 1 and 2, when you're trying to karate a Jedi, where's the Force? Like, they kind of use it.
It is weird. She didn't use the Force at all, really. Like, she
no one does.
Well, no, they're using the Force against her. They're stopping her with the Force. But, like, the fight scenes are meh. There are, like, Hong Kong fight scenes that I'm going meh to.
Yeah, like, make it Crouching Tiger if you're going to do shit like that. Like, they both do backflips and, like, then they jump off something into each other midair. Pop, 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 pop. But, like, it's so one-dimensional and... it's very unimaginative. It just seems like they had boxes they wanted to check. We have to do X, Y, and Z. Because, like you said, the story overall, like, if they told it right, it could have been good. But the way they're killing it is shit.
There's so much they'd have to change. They'd have to get better actors. They'd have to tighten up the scripts. The one cool thing I will say about the fight scene in the first episode was when she launches her little fucking daggers, but then uses the Force to, like, pull them back. That's a sweet fucking move. But that's, like, the only fucking credit I'm giving this show.
You know what? The one thing I really enjoy out of the whole deal? OSHA's droid. That little droid is a good utility and adorable. Everything I want out of a droid.
Little Palm Pilot droid?
Yeah. Not using it enough, though.
No, totally not.
You have a cool ass droid, and she talks to it every once in a while. She's like, "Oh, I got you a spit shine. Isn't that nice?" She uses it to open a door or two. Like, it should be a multi-tool. It should be a fucking gun, a door opener, a hacking device, a fucking Palm Pilot,
Sonic screwdriver
player. Yeah, it should be everything, but it's just kind of there.
Yeah.
My last point on it: the other shining light in this whole deal, besides little pocket dude. You know the old saying, "The food is bad, but at least the portions are small."
No, I've never heard that.
It's a saying, and it's the only other good thing about this show. These are only like 30-minute episodes.
Yeah.
They are short. They're very short.
I wonder what they cut out. Do you think it would make the final cut?
They didn't have anything else. That's the science, because like you could stretch these episodes out if you want to.
Oh, God.
You could have more time looking at pretty vistas and shit. They could have more time with these jackasses walking. They just didn't. They had nothing left.
I read that this got greenlit already for season 2.
How?
Front door. How? I wasn't the showrunner, and who's the lady running Star Wars? Get her out.
Like, it makes me nervous for the Skeleton Crew.
Yeah. I hope. That premise seems strong enough.
So
But
did
it seems like a light
this.
premise. Well, that seems like a light premise. This was supposed to be a dark, foreboding tale of the time before the fall of the Jedi. It's about the Acolyte, when nothing about it is dark or foreboding. Skeleton Crew could just be fun, young kids trying to survive in space with Jude Law looking pretty. It could be nice. Because they're so separate.
Or they killed Jude Law in the first 10 minutes of the first fucking episode.
Could be. You never know anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
News?
News. The only news I have, and
Oh,
I guarantee you it's somewhere on your list. When WWE goes to Netflix, get ready for some grown-up stuff.
This is rumor.
I heard he said it on Pat McAfee.
Yeah, I heard it was confirmed.
Yeah.
Not all of it's confirmed, but go ahead.
The PG rating is supposed to be thrown out the window. They're not necessarily X or hard R, but expect a bit more adult programming.
They've been leaning onto that on the current product anyway. There's like 2 things on that list of stuff that is 100% confirmed. That's one of them. Don't expect Attitude Era though.
Yeah, it's never going back to that intense.
No. All right, go ahead.
That was my news.
Oh no, I thought you were going to run off all the other things.
No, I didn't see a list. I just saw the announcement that it was going to be a bit more mature. If you have the list,
I don't have the full list, but one of the things that I've heard is definitely the thing is that Raw's going to go back to 2 hours.
is it up to 3 now?
It's been 3 for years, and we all hate it very, very much. But that means that SmackDown's probably going to 3 hours. Which,
It's got to go somewhere.
stop.
Or they'll find a new show midweek.
Well, they already have NXT. And that's going to be on the CW.
That's not the same storylines, though. If they're overflowing with content for the main brand, they're going to have to find somewhere to put it.
Please don't. Please don't find any more. Stop. I say the same thing about AEW. Please, no more. Okay. Hey, Vinny, how are the fucking cookies?
They're good. I just finished the last one today.
Hey, Vinny, did anybody else get some?
Yeah.
They wouldn't. I feel like they didn't want to eat them.
They didn't want to eat my
Like they
fucking
were
cookies?
eating. Like they just kept breaking them in half. And they don't eat sweets. That fucking family.
Oh, Jesus.
And I kept going over like, oh wow, these cookies are so. Everyone said they're good. I kept going on like, oh man, these cookies are so good. Maybe I laid it on too thick.
Probably.
Like I only want them. Don't eat them. That kind of vibe.
Did you use, like, Acolyte level acting?
I I get, yeah, sort of, kind of, I guess, maybe.
Damn it.
Because I scrubbed the box one day and I go, who wants to split them with me? So I don't eat them all because I'm a fat bitch. And someone did.
Did you have a favorite?
The 24-pack, yeah, it was good. It was good.
A favorite flavor?
Favorite?
Yeah.
He had. I mean, I gave you cookies and cream.
Yep.
Loved
it.
Good old chocolate chip.
Loved it.
Elvis.
Loved it.
And the strawberry Pop-Tart.
Loved it.
The strawberry Pop-Tart might be my new favorite fucking cookie.
It's good. I enjoyed it. It's the first one I finished.
It's nice. Strawberry's never my favorite flavor, though, so.
Don't worry, brown cinnamon sugar Pop-Tart cookie is coming as well.
Yeah, that's going to be higher on the list. Oh, someone come over here. These are going straight to my head.
Bill Nye is set to get a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Bill.
What?
He's a science
Being
guy.
fucking the science guy. Come on, man.
We should put it right next to Bill Nighy.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
That was good.
Is he going to get his show back?
He's had a show.
Really?
Not the classic stuff.
Yeah.
He does something different now.
Yeah.
Oh, he should do the old stuff. Like, just, this is friction.
I enjoy that.
Yeah, this is friction. This is lubed up friction.
But good for Bill Nye.
Friction needs lubrication.
I stumbled upon something cute. Joe won't get it yet because he's not that far in the show. But Mike, Jack Quaid and Claudia Dumont, who play Huey and Victoria Newman, are dating in real life.
Which one's Victoria Newman?
She's the one running for president.
Oh, okay, her. She's adorable.
Right? I know what Joe Pravdo is going to be doing on August 1st on Amazon Prime. Watching Batman Caped Crusader.
Oh, fuck yeah, I am.
The trailer drops tomorrow.
No, why couldn't it drop today? We should, something another thing for us to talk about.
I know.
Stay there for a week.
But hey, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Bruce Timm animation coming back.
Yeah. They dropped like a 13-second fucking clip, and it does look like spot on to the animated series.
Okay, so the guy from The Big Short and what the fuck show was that? The Vampire Show on Netflix. Damn it. Anyway, he's going to be the voice of Batman.
Yeah. Black Mass.
Black Mass, yeah, that dude. Hamish Linklater.
Yeah,
All right,
Hamish.
I can see that.
Remember early on when we found out about this, Conroy was connected to it.
Yeah, I remember hearing many things were his last performance and that this was going to be it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if they don't tell us, I'm happy with that. I'm happy to find out August 1st. And
Commissioner
I do hope
Gordon.
they release it in
That'll be interesting.
weekly, not everything at once, because Fallout kind of killed me.
They
Prime,
don't have them listed.
Prime's pretty good at. Did they drop Fallout all at once?
Fallout dropped all at once.
Because The Boys does not get dropped at once. Boys
It's a
is
show-by-show
weekly.
basis.
Yeah.
I didn't remember because I took my time with Fallout, so I wasn't sure if it was weekly.
It was all because I knew a couple people who binged the whole series in one night, and I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts.
I like this voice cast.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Christina
good
Ricci
cast.
as Catwoman. Dietrich Bader as Harvey Dent. Like, he would have been pretty interesting to see him do a more serious version of Batman. But McKenna Grace, Minnie Driver,
Mm-hmm.
Tom Kenny, of course, John DiMaggio, of course. Yeah.
Sony cuts investment in VR development. Only 2 first-party VR games currently in development.
You know, it's interesting. That did piss me off.
Yeah, I figured.
But there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's a company called Flat to VR that just opened up this year, whose main business model is taking games that are standard video games and converting them to VR. And they just recently got a development rig for the PSVR 2. So it seems like Sony's not completely cutting ties with VR. They're just not focusing on first-party shit, which pisses me off. They really only had one first-party title. How the fuck do you expect this piece of hardware to have a strong life when you only have one fucking program, one game, and then you don't support it moving forward? I don't think it ever got an update. Like, Call of the Mountain. It was great. It's a great experience. How do you not build off of that? Like, add some more modes. You don't have to add any more story, but, like, add some more things to do with the tools you have in it. But they just haven't. So there's potential for more games to keep coming out that aren't necessarily first party.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. It's the writing on the wall here.
Well, they've already announced, and it's going to be coming out soon, the adapter to the PC. So they're going to be, I don't know if they're going to be keeping making systems, I don't know if they're going to keep making PSVR 2s, but they're putting something out there to make sure there's options for it, which is, okay, that's nice enough that you're going to make another $50 fucking attachment so that people can keep using your product. How about you just keep making games for the people who purchase your product?
They're going to take the easy way out and just make it Steam compatible?
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be compatible. You'll be able to use the fuck out of it with other games. Everybody wants to use it that owns it for Half-Life Alyx, and this is a way to do it. But, like, use your own IP. It's got tons of options. Who wouldn't want to do a fucking first-person Kratos?
Yeah, that would be huge. Look at Spider-Man.
Yeah. Swinging around the city in that thing would be incredible. Give me more Horizon in it.
Remember Arkham had that Batman game, but it was super short?
Yeah, it was very simplistic.
But
Give me something more detailed with that.
Yeah.
It's disheartening.
Robert Zemeckis and Tom Hanks' next film is headed to theaters in Thanksgiving. The movie is called Here. And according to a press release from the studio, the movie's from the reunited director, writer, and stars of Forrest Gump. Here is an original film about multiple families and a special place they inhabit. The story travels through generations, capturing the human experience in its purest form.
Okay, so Zemeckis makes two kind of movies, like realistic, personal films, and then big sci-fi pushing technology films. I think this is going to be the latter.
Yeah, this is going to be his Oscar push.
What kind of mental deficiency is Tom Hanks going to have in this one?
It's based on a graphic novel by Richard McGuire.
Getting into the comic book game.
Yeah, he is. And it's set to star Tom Hanks, Robin Wright, Paul Bettany, Kelly Riley, and Michelle Dockery.
So it's also reuniting him and Robin Wright.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe she's got the mental deficiency this time.
The world of M3gan is getting bigger. M3gan is getting an erotic thriller spin-off, Soulmate, M8TE, and it's to be released in 2026. It focuses on a man who tries to cope with the loss of his wife using an AI android.
Fucked up.
In a sex doll?
Yeah, buddy.
Like, in-universe. Using similar technology to M3 again.
Yeah. I'm all about it.
It was one of the better monster movies, I guess you could say, I've seen in a while.
You know what? It was far better than it deserved to be.
It made me laugh when I shouldn't be.
Exactly.
That's for sure. I still, when she started singing Titanium and everybody in the room just looked at each other and started laughing,
Yeah.
but didn't turn it off, we're just like, what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah.
I can't stop watching. And then the dance murder scene.
Yeah, dance murder? Great. Who doesn't love a good dance murder?
It was creative.
Inside Out 2 has surpassed Dune Part 2 in just 8 days to become the highest grossing movie of 2024 so far.
Oh, dude. Did I see Dune 2?
Yeah,
Can I give you my quick review of that real quick?
sure.
Quick review real quick. It wasn't that good.
I really liked it.
6 out of 10. It was just another, like, everybody follow me, I'm going to make my speech and lead you out to victory.
Yeah, but it wasn't that. It was quite the opposite of that. The entire time he's like, no, I don't want to fucking do it.
Yeah, the whole time. And then he turned cheek.
It was people manipulating him because of the lives of other folks. Like, it was the people in power fucking around with each other, and him being like, well, the only choice I have now is to go with the prophecy. I fucking hate you people. And he goes with the prophecy, and now he's like, he's a danger to all of them.
Yeah.
Because Messiah is coming. They're making Messiah.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole thing gets turned on its head. Like, oh, you wanted fucking Isani al-Gaid? You wanted Muad'Dib? You fucking got him. I told you there's going to be a travesty here. I told you I'm going to kill billions of people. But you know what? You wanted it.
You didn't want to fucking listen.
Yeah. Dude,
Okay.
$50 million that thing made in 1 week?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for Disney.
We got our first look at Mr. Terrific and the full Superman suit.
And Miss Tessmacher, I saw her. And Lois
Unimportant.
Lane.
Don't care.
and
Don't care about the
Perry
Humies.
White.
I don't give a shit about the Humies.
And Lois. I saw Lois, too.
Yeah, Lois.
Did you get a picture of the janitor cleaning the Daily Planet?
Stop hating it.
No, he gets his own scene in the first act.
Don't hate it before it comes out.
I like the suit.
The suits look great. The fucking costumes look good.
There are a few shots in there where it does look kind of like a wetsuit on him, where it doesn't fit all that tight. Hopefully, they shoot around that, because that wasn't quite flattering. But compared to that skin-tight rubber monstrosity they had Carville in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it's like with the dart of the Batman, like, his costume looked like spotty, but they did, like, whatever editing bullshit they do, they tighten it up.
They're gonna CGI some of the stuff on that suit.
I really like the design of the suit. I'm glad he's got the red undies again.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right.
I like the Kingdom Come S.
I don't like the S.
You don't like the S?
You don't like the S?
It doesn't read as an S to me. It's just like a line going through there.
It's spot on to My Adventures with Superman cartoon, which, by the way, fucking great.
You see, he's got the S back on the cape.
Yeah, he's got it on the cape.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, that's been back in the comics now for a while. It's on and off quite often with his design.
Based on these costumes, Gunn's Batman is going to be Adam West colors.
I hope he is, actually.
I would like to see the blue suit.
Or give me a movie version of the animated series where it's that fucking gray with the black.
I could live with that. It's not quite so Snydery.
Yeah.
Well, while there are similarities to it, the My Adventures with Superman is a very different look. Like,
The S?
yeah,
I think it's pretty fucking close.
it's close. You could see that there are similarities, but you could read that it's an S on the My Adventures with Superman. With the one that he's got in the movie, it really does just look like a line. There's nothing at the curl of the S. Like the one tip. There's nothing at either tip to make you think it's an S. There's nothing that juts in.
I get
so
it.
It's like,
I get S out of it.
I don't love it. I would like a little more detail in there.
Yeah, I really like
Not
it.
like it ruins it, but
I really
Got
like
my.
it. After slashing HBO from its title, most of Max's upcoming series will again be known as HBO shows.
Why didn't they just get rid of Max and just call it HBO?
I don't know, Vin. That's a great fucking question.
Home box office. It is exactly that.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they're doing over there. Bad
HBO
decisions.
Stream.
Just making bad decisions.
Yeah.
You don't do a Plus. You don't do a Prime. HBO Stream.
Yeah, just go to HBO's.
Just HBO question mark.
HBO. Yeah.
Eh?
Yeah. What you don't do is
HBO?
change the name every year and a half and
Yeah.
fuck with people. That is bad marketing.
But some good news out of HBO Max, HBO lists, HBO Lite, whatever the fuck. The Warner streaming service. HBO, Warner Brothers Television, and DC Studios have announced an 8-episode straight-to-series order for Lanterns, a new drama revolving around Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart.
Now, is this going to be Gunverse?
Yes, Joe.
Connected.
Man,
Everything
I like it.
moving forward that comes out is all Guns
So
universe.
everyone's going to be wearing their panties and wearing bright colored shirts.
According to the official logline, Lanterns follows new recruit Jon Stewart and Lantern legend Hal Jordan, two intergalactic cops drawn into a dark Earth-based mystery as they investigate a murder in the American heartland.
They both wear green panties.
That's weird that they're dropping 2 Green Lanterns on Earth to investigate a murder. Like,
Yes, but
I'm hoping for something more cosmic out of this deal.
it's probably an alien or another Lantern Corps member that gets murked.
Okay. If they find a way to make it grand, okay. I was hoping for like a live action Rick and Morty, where you go to these weird places and they have to do space cop shit in these weird places.
Well, I'm kind of happy that they realized that things like the Acolyte make the sets and planets look like shit. So, like, you know what? Let's just take space cops, put them on Earth because an alien's dead. Okay. Yeah, I can do that.
It's not exactly pushing boundaries.
I was hoping Kyle was going to be back soon. It is food news time. And then fan mail.
Ooh, new segment.
Okay, food news. Here we go. Ghost Protein has new Oreo mint flavor coming.
Okay. God likes that stuff.
Yeah,
The fuck is Ghost Protein?
it's a protein powder. You make protein
Yeah.
shakes.
Yeah, 0 sugar. Yeah.
All that shit's bad for you anyway, but whatever. Get your protein naturally, please. Don't drink powdered stuff just because it's the easy way. You're putting way too much chemicals in your body.
Yeah, suck a dick. That's
Yeah.
how you get your protein.
Get your protein from sucking dick, if that's what you gotta do. Or eat some eggs and meat and beans and fish and, that kind of stuff. Sour fruit roll-ups are heading to stores soon. Blue raspberry and berry punch are the 2 flavors that'll be in the sour fruit roll-ups box. Cherry flavored Twinkies, a collab with 7-Eleven, dropping in 7-Elevens nationwide soon.
I'm tempted.
I'd
Cherry
try it.
cherry Slurpee Twinkie.
I
Yeah.
want that.
I would take a bite if you got one. I'd try a piece of it.
Yeah. I think it needs to be.
Pretzilla, the bite-sized pretzel makers, have 3 new soft bread pretzels coming. Well, they're with dips now. So marinara and a Parmesan cheese packet for a garlic parm pretzel. A salt packet pretzel bites with a caramel dip. And nacho cheese with a seasoned salt packet. Dunkin' is dropping a new flavor. They're like, it's a bit too early for pumpkin spice, but this might get you a little ready for the fall, even though it's fucking the end of June. Butter pecan, Dunkin' coffee K-Cups, and ground coffee coming wherever you get your coffees.
Did we have this conversation in Target the other day? Can't they just let a season be a season?
Well, it's not a fall flavor, necessarily. Butter pecan is an ice cream, very popular ice cream flavor. For, like, octogenarians.
You gonna have a Werther's one too?
I fucking love Werther's, man.
Yeah, Werther's is good.
Don't shit on Werther's.
Shit on Werther's.
However, you can get your Starbucks, and Dunkin' cold brew concentrate pumpkin spices already. They're out in stores. Go ahead,
It's
get them now.
fucking June.
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Krispy Kreme said, "Fuck you and your fall. It's still summertime." And they're dropping 4 new flavors, all patriotic-like for the 4th of July. They have the Freedom Flag Donut, which is a yeast donut with a traditional sugar glaze and red stripes and a bunch of star sprinkles. A cotton candy sparkler donut, which is a cotton candy cream-filled donut with blue icing, sparkly sugars, white and red icing on top. A fireworks cookies and cream filled donut. Delicious.
Okay, I
It's
like that.
It's got a red glaze and blue frosting and a little firework candy on top. And chocolate iced with patriotic sprinkles. Red, white, and blue sprinkles on the chocolate glazed donut. Delicious.
Okay, yeah. I like it.
Funfetti is dropping a cake parfait in grocery stores and gas stations near you. It's just funfetti cake with fucking whipped cream in it and sprinkles. And it's probably overpriced. The popcorn Drizzleicious, soon to be my name on OnlyFans, is dropping a new birthday cake flavored popcorn, colored candy chips, and Nestle white chocolate drizzle. Toaster Strudel said, "Hey kids, want to get to diabetes quicker? Well, we're upping the size of our fucking icing packets by 80%. 80% more frosting in the fucking..."
That's good.
Weren't they supposed to be the healthy-ish toaster pastry?
Yeah, they were. Now this thing's gonna look like a German woman who had a train run on her.
Oh, why do we
That's-
always get so silly at the end of the show?
Because the Indiana Popcorn Company is teaming up with Netflix and dropping 2 Netflix flavors of popcorn: Cult Classic Cheddar Kettle and Swoon-worthy Cinnamon Kettle.
Okay. Get beyond the second one. I'm not a big cheese popcorn fan, but the cinnamon one sounds good.
I've never heard of the chicken nugget company Pilgrims before. However, some of this shit sounds interesting.
Chicken nugget
Yeah,
pilgrim?
Pilgrims chicken nuggets. It's available at Walmart apparently. They have mini nuggets, ultimate nuggets.
What is an ultimate nugget?
It's a larger nugget than normal nugget, I guess. Butter mini nuggets. So it's like butter coated chicken nugget. Zesty ranch mini nugget. And this one takes the fucking cake. Chicken pot pie loaded nuggets.
I'm intrigued. There's also 2 more that, according to this.
Okay, go ahead. What do you got?
There's a golden tempura style.
Fuck, that sounds delicious.
That does sound really good. And a cheesy jalapeno loaded nugget.
That also sounds delicious, but probably would kill me.
Yeah, these sound really intense. I'm intrigued on that tempura one now.
Yeah, tempura and the pot pie. I'm not gonna lie. It's another week, another fucking Mountain Dew flavor.
It's just excessive.
Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl with a blast of artificial pineapple berry flavor. And if that wasn't enough, 7-Eleven's like, we're going to make a fucking Slurpee out of it.
Of course they are.
This flavor launches tomorrow. Subway. I'm really enjoying the Subway songs that we seem to be having, where they're just like, hey, we know we lied about $5 footlongs, but now we're going to make a bunch of other footlong snacks, like a footlong cookie and a footlong pretzel and all this other shit. Well, they put out the footlong dipper, which is a footlong rolled taquito thing in pepperoni and cheese that comes with Baja Chipotle sauce, double cheese with peppercorn ranch, and chicken and cheese with honey mustard for only $3.
Okay.
Mike, I have some things. I have a special thing saved for you as the last item. Texas Roadhouse mini rolls are going to be available in your grocer's freezer. You'll be able to make the Texas Roadhouse rolls at home. Probably not going to be nearly as good because, let's be honest, they're frozen. And
they come with the butter.
They come with a honey cinnamon glaze.
And then what the fuck are they thinking?
Well, if you come on over to my house, I'll make you some cinnamon butter.
It's like, I enjoy it. It's good while you happen to be there. Mm-hmm. But it's not like, I'm not over the moon about those things.
It's the only thing I like about that fucking restaurant.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. The steaks are okay. There's nothing mind-blowing about them. But,
Did not like anything I got from there. Wasn't a fan. I don't like chain restaurants. Don't know if you know this about me. Try to not frequent them at all.
I miss Famous Dave's.
That's we talk about that often. That was one of the few chain restaurants that I enjoy.
That place was so good.
I don't mind Red Robin because I like steak fries and not a lot of people have steak fries. And they make an okay burger.
Yeah.
I must say, Longhorn knows how to cook a fucking steak.
Yeah, I'm not a big red meat eater. So for me, it's
chicken.
like...
I get their chicken weekly.
Yeah.
The chicken's fucking banging. Outback is depressing. The last couple times I've been there, they don't even know what medium is, and they don't know what seasoning is.
Only thing good about Outback is the fucking bloomin' onion.
Yeah. And even that, I only have like one or two.
And
not whole onions.
And their fucking bread. Like, their bread is good.
Bread's alright, yeah.
Over at Sonic, they have 2 new queso wraps. They have the Bacon Ranch queso wrap, which is crispy all-white meat chicken tender, crisp bacon, melty cheddar cheese, creamy ranch, and luscious white queso, all wrapped in a warm flour tortilla. And they have the Southwest Crunch queso wrap, which is crispy all-white meat tender, creamy Southwest sauce, crunchy tortilla strips, melty cheddar cheese, and an indulgent white queso, all nestled inside of a soft flour tortilla.
Indulgent.
They have some new drinks up on that menu too. The Rainbow Slush, a rainbow-inspired slush with blue raspberry, real strawberries, and lemonade that's as colorful as it is delicious. The Lemonade Cream Cooler, a tangy lemonade slush blended with sweet, creamy soft serve. The Grape Escape, a bubbly mix of grape and lime that creates the ultimate flavor escape.
I do want to try that. I don't think I've ever had those two together.
Yeah. The Classic Cruiser, the timeless taste of cola combined with a sweet hint of cherry vanilla. The Twisted Flamingo, a refreshing twist of lemon lime, cherry vanilla, and sweet cream. And the Paradise Sunset, a bubbly drink with a citrusy burst of blood orange and real strawberries that whisk you away to paradise.
Whisk you away?
Whisk you away.
Whisk.
Starbucks saw Dunkin's butter pecan and said, hold my coffee. They are dropping a smoked butterscotch flavored coffee. That sounds intriguing to me.
It sounds, but Starbucks is overrated.
Coffee's overrated in general. Mike, this last one's for you. You're going to want to head over to Walmart soon because Post cereal is dropping mint chip Oreo O's cereal.
I'd try the fuck out of that.
Yeah, so would I, bud.
Let me guess, little 8-ounce box, $5 each.
16.5 ounces.
Okay.
And that does sound fucking delightful.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Soonish, I'm guessing? Like very soonish?
Very soonish.
Going to my Walmart app now. Where the fuck is my Walmart? There it is.
You got the Walmart app?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes I like to order things ahead of time so I don't have to go into Walmart.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You are part of the downfall of Western society. You know that, right?
It's just easier and...
Lazier. It's just lazier.
People of Walmart and Walmart in general.
Can't even get out of your car and go in.
You're the fucking downfall of society, Joe.
I'm just keeping with the technology.
Fuck the
Why
technology.
the fuck are you making me sign back in?
Why keep with the technology? We're going to lose these stores. And then what? I like going to the store, man.
I hate shopping.
Why?
I hate shopping. Because it's like, I'd rather do so many other things than shop.
Like what? What are these so many other things to do that you
Eating.
can't take?
I'd rather
time.
eat than shop.
Yeah, but like, I don't trust other fucking people. I don't want other people touching my shit. It's gonna come. It's gonna be all fucked up. You don't know what they do. People get angry. Shit, trust me. I used to fucking deliver the mail. If anything said fragile, that shit.
Oh yeah,
was
no,
getting
not that
thrown
stuff.
in
Like
the
if
fucking...
it's fragile, I'm getting it myself.
But like, go to the fucking store, man.
If it's like, what was the last thing?
Shopping doesn't suck. Shopping with your lady sucks.
Yeah, I mean,
That's my lady.
I don't mind shopping with the woman.
I love Megan, but holy shit, I walk into a store and I already know there's nothing I want, or there's something I want. She
Well, yeah, that's women in
combs
general.
through the racks like she just entered Egypt for the first time, and she's trying to decipher hieroglyphics, and we're there way too long, right?
That's the female
Yeah.
species in general.
Yep.
Female feces? That is the shit they do.
Species.
Yep.
Sir.
Yeah, feces.
All right, here we
Little
go.
baby mice.
It's fan mail time.
Fan mail.
Once a decade. Don't get used to it.
Are you gonna sing the Steve song?
So, it is headlined tinfoil hat episode.
Oh no.
Okay.
I have come to find out that Justin took my critiques personally. It wasn't you.
Oh, this dude.
It wasn't you or your information you provided. It was Vinny. He just has this Alex Jones vibe when doing these episodes, and those types of people I can't stand. The in-your-face, just because I read somewhere or believe, must mean I must scream it in your face. I want Vinny to reference everything he finds out, even if it is some random TikTok. I already have a hard time listening to you to argue in the regular episodes. The two of you set this goal to make Mike believe in these things, so where's the reference from Vinny? I have worked for the federal government basically since I was 18. I joined the Navy. I remember watching a movie or a miniseries more than 10 years ago that talked about if the White House was targeted for an attack and destroyed, that all the major heads of the government were split up and taken to hidden places all over the country. I have come to suspect the town I work in was or maybe is one of these locations. These locations needed certain things to qualify to be a safe spot. Train, which is in the middle of town. Plane access, there's a small airfield in town, and the county airport within 20 minutes. River or body of water access, again really close to a major landlocked port. I have also confirmed that there was a military presence here during World War II and rumors of missile silo 5 minutes down the road from my work. I listened to other podcasts that put in multiple months of research into an episode, and even they made an error when they said the U.S. government NASA project didn't start until the 60s. Mercury project, which was NASA's first named project, was started in 1958. Trying to help the research, a friend of the podcast. To you, good friend of podcast, I say thank you for reaching out. And I guess we're going to have to pull back the curtain a little bit. we on the show, I don't want to say we play characters, but it's an elevated version of our personalities, right? It's like pro wrestlers.
I acknowledge.
Yeah, a bit. So, like, when we first received the news that we were being critiqued about not enough research, of course, I was like, I'll show you not enough research. That's the Justin character. Regular Justin is way too busy to be upset by these things. Especially when it comes to just the shit in this group. I love it, though. I love that we got called out on our bullshit. It makes me so happy.
Wait. I do it every show.
Yeah,
That doesn't matter.
no, yeah, it doesn't count for you. You're part of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, well, you're supposed to.
Yeah, that's like literally your gimmick.
Yeah. And you just breeze past it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I know what the dynamic is.
yeah, that's the bit though. And Vinny being called Alex Jones is my favorite fucking thing on the planet currently.
Well, let me just not even so much defend myself, but my point of view. I don't believe everything that comes out of my mouth. I like to. I'll take the standpoint of people that do. So I'll take the brunt. It's not a big deal. It's whatever. Because if I took it from the standpoint of, hey, people think people think the Earth is flat. How fucking stupid is that? What are we talking? There's nothing to talk about.
Right.
If we all think the same. So that's number one. Number two, if I send you a link to something, and this has happened in here, you'll immediately look where I got it from, and you'll just go, well, that's dumb because it's not X, Y, or Z. I do it to my friends all the time. They won't even read what I send them. They'll just be like, oh, it's not, fill in the blank. And that's fine. But nerd dorks who may or may not have autism that look at this shit for hours and hours and hours, I happen to come across their videos and I say, that's interesting.
I only poo-poo the things you send when it's like...
When it's a Twitter one.
When it has to do... Yeah, definitely Twitter. When it has to do with, like, this show. Any of the stuff you've ever sent for Tinfoil Hat, I absolutely watch. And I'm like, yeah, okay. But this show, when you're like, from Batman's mom's basement, says that Robert Pattinson got yoked for blah, blah, blah. I'm just making something up. Don't make that face.
Yeah, well, no, I was going to attack you about the whole Vanity Magazine or whatever the hell it was.
Like, that's when I call out your bullshit. Because we can't come on a news show if it's not a verified news source. Like, I mean,
sure you can.
Ron John 6528 on fucking Instagram is not like my go-to font of news.
Have you watched corporate media nowadays? They don't have sources. They make shit up.
I don't watch regular news. That's what I've.
No one does. That's the point.
Right, but
if you see the clip, they don't have sources either. They get some nerd dork expert that's not a real expert, most likely.
Yeah, but we're not that. Source. We live in the world of entertainment where there's like legit sources to get entertainment news from. I work for one of them.
Well, my sources told me Henry Carville was going to be in Black Adam.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, praise Allah, he was in it. Now, did I manifest it?
No.
I can't talk about that. I can't acknowledge my power, or otherwise it will not happen.
You don't have any power.
We do not acknowledge the secret on this show.
Well, it's not a secret.
Not anymore, it's not.
No, it's ever-changing wisdom. I'm not saying I'm Qui-Gon Jinn. I'm more like Qui-Gon Jinn.
No one was saying any of that.
Maybe more like Mace Windu. Like, I take the negative energy and I I pulse it out to make the darkness weaker.
Didn't even
I don't know.
for those.
No one thought that.
You're not black enough, Linda.
No? Alright. Obi-Wan Kenobi, whatever.
Nope, not
It's
even that
annoying
far.
how many Star Wars characters can play off of his name.
Yeah. No Skywalkers, though.
I can't even do Mike Skywalker. It's too much of a stretch.
Yeah.
Well, Anakin Skywalker.
See? He's up to fucking 4 that kind of work.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You're more like this guy Saul on Acolyte.
No, I'm nothing like anybody from Acolyte. The closest person I am in Acolyte would probably be like Pip.
I'm thinking you're like Osha and May. You and John.
I don't know. I don't think my hair would look good like that.
You never know. Just tease it out. But, yes, thank you, dear listener. And, you're right. Vin is like our Alex Jones.
I try. I do my best. All I can do...
Yeah, he does. He does.
All I can do is what Morpheus said. I can only show you the door, Neo. You have to walk through it. And a big reason why people never go down these rabbit holes is
laziness.
You get black-filled and it's dark. And I don't know so much laziness. It's like, if you're Alice and you look down the hole and you see a fucking crazy big pink cat, the Queen of Spades walking around and like the Mad Hatter, if you knew before you went in there, you're like, I'm not going in there. Why the fuck are we going there? Absolutely not. Close the toll, walk away. You know it's lunacy.
Do I see the snacks that say "Eat me"?
Whatever lunatic shit she sees, you open the port and you see it. Like, nah, not gonna do it.
If I see snacks, I'm absolutely going for it.
Well, obviously, if you see snacks, I love snacks. That little baby that says snacks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love her. I would adopt her.
So, like, if I take the one that you eat me and it gets bigger, can I come back to this reality bigger?
I would hope so.
I want another couple feet. I want another foot. I don't know about a couple feet.
You just you'd have to take the tiniest crumb of that cake and eat it, though.
Yeah.
What about me?
You would probably need half.
Break it in half. All I'm saying is I want another 3 inches up, and I want another 1.5 inches forward, if you know what I mean.
You have to rub the cake on your dick then.
Just there? It's like, it's topical?
Yeah, it's topical.
Topical.
Yeah, it's topical.
Just rubbing. I don't have to put it up the hole, right?
No, not up the hole.
Because you have to eat it to grow. So I was thinking.
Right. Well, that's because it's got to get into your system in order to have your whole body. You're right. Because you could just rub it on your skin, right? But you're just gonna look like you lost 150 pounds, and you need that weird.
I don't want that 600-pound life.
Yeah, you need that flappy arm surgery. That's not what you're going for. That's why you have to ingest it. Yeah. But you just want to apply. If you want an inch or two, you just take some of the frosting and you rub it on your dick. But don't forget to also apply a little bit to your balls, because you don't want to be disproportionate, right? You don't want a huge schlong and tiny nuts. Because then
I don't have tiny. But then bigger dick.
Because then what's going to happen is people are going to assume that you're on the juice.
Well, no, it's not going to necessarily make the balls smaller, but you kind of want smaller balls. Like, you want the balls to stay the same, so the dick will look bigger.
Yeah, but if you accidentally put too much on, and then you're going to look weird.
Well, I'm going to be falling over, so I got bigger problems than that.
You got to even it out, because that'll help the center of gravity.
All about moderation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd go down the hole.
Yeah, I'd go down the hole too.
All right. Well, listen, it was a fucking analogy. God damn it. And this is what I deal with.
Do we got
There's
any
douches?
Yeah, I got none.
I got a douche this week.
Okay.
Sony is ending their credit card rewards program at the end of the year.
Ah.
So yeah, I will not be able to be getting free games anymore after the end of the year. So if anybody has anything they want to buy with cash, give the money to me. I will pay for it on my card. I will get extra free games. It'll work out for everybody. It's very douchey. They just, the other day, we're not doing the program anymore. Sorry. Well, I know one card I'm canceling.
That's fucked.
Yeah, fuck them. Fuck them.
Yeah, fuck them.
No nerds. No nerds. I can live with no nerds.
Anybody do anything good and nerdy this week?
Not really.
Nothing that warrants my attention.
All right. iPad's dying anyway, so wrap it up. Oh yeah, Kyle's not here. If you like what you hear, go ahead and like us on Facebook.com/nerdities. Email us at nerdities@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitter @nerdities. Go to nerdities.com, and I say fuck you when you go there. And then head over to tpublic.com, search Nerdities, go to our store, buy our cool shirts. My other show's shirts are doing really well. All thanks to the artwork of one Michael Patrick Higgins.
Thank you. It's more family-oriented, so more people are listening, I guess.
I guess that's what it is. Or our listeners are just fucking lazy. Then I say go to sinfulcreationsbyjustin.com and order some sweet treats. Or if you're in the vicinity of us in the New Jersey, full-service catering is now available. Having a party? Need some foods? I'm your dude.
Check us out on youtube.com, youtube.com/nerdities. Hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring the bell to get notified when new content is coming, because new content is coming as soon as I finish all my school stuff.
Jesus Christ, Joe, edit my cooking show.
We have the Nerd ET show, where Justin makes awesome things based on nostalgia.
Yeah.
And makes them better. We have Christmas special. We have a Halloween special. We have the final installment of the Joe trilogy entitled Justice League. There is a feature film in the works and probably little videos around there too.
Yes.
We need money. Give us money. I like money. We need more money. Write to us at dirties@gmail.com. We'll croon, we'll spoon. We'll talk about your business and or product.
And we'll rub,
give us money.
We'll rub eat me cakes on your dick if you want them to grow.
That's what it takes. Give us money.
I don't want to give false advertising. We don't have any dick enlarging cakes. So he'll rub your dick with a cake. I guarantee it's going to get any bigger than normal size, though. The opinions of the Nerdy's crew are idiotic and poorly thought out, but don't wait next week to be far more insulting. And fuck to the bye.
Fuck bye.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.